What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Dungeon coming at you with another easy mode walkthrough video. In the last one, we pretty much took down the Duke's Dear Freya spider down in Blightstone, and in this one, we're gonna actually take down the Royal Rat Authority. We already took down the Vanguard, so we can get into the Rat Covenant, but we haven't killed this dude, and this dude is kind of a pain, quite honestly. So basically what I like to do is a couple things. First thing I like to do is to actually memorize this spell, Lingering Flame. Alright. And actually I probably don't need Flash Sweat right now, so I'll put on this. And the other thing I like to do is make sure you have a bow, and a weapon that has a good reach, like for instance this one, or a halberd, or a great sword, or something along those lines. So once you have those things, then we're gonna go ahead and come in here. I am actually going to also put on the poison ring, because these guys will poison you. And speaking of which, I don't really need that thing on. It's just lightweight. I could probably get by with the Brigand Trousers. See, that's got pretty good poison resistance, right? That's a little better, actually. Let's see. Any kind of trousers that, you know what, those heavy boots is actually pretty decent. Put those on, I guess. That's fine. Everything else we're gonna keep. Yeah, we'll keep that stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and get to work. All right. What I like to do before I go in there, actually, you know what? Yeah, we need to change. That's gonna be a problem. We have to have poison moss, and I like to eat a fruit, one of these things, because it temporarily boosts poison resist. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat one of these, and you know, that'll kind of help out maybe a little bit. And then next thing, hopefully, I don't even know, it might actually be like too early to use that. So what we're gonna do is cast a bunch of these. And honestly, if we can kill those little dogs or whatever, and we'll be all right. It'll be okay. That's the main thing. We just got to kill these things. All right, we're good. All right, so we could basically take care of this dude the rest of the way. And you just kind of attack him with your sweeping weapon, or pretty much anything. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna drink this. He will charge you too. Oh goodness gracious, man. Yep. All right. Once you get underneath him though, and behind his legs, oh, pretty good. Oh man, and I tried to roll and it still didn't. I'll put my shield up. Yeah. Takes all my stamina, but man, oh man. And my weapon is kind of slow, but you know, I'll be alright, man. He's gonna charge. Yeah. That's alright. Drink something. Should have this, man. He's gonna charge again. Yeah. It depletes my stamina, but you know. Ooh, I gotta swing off on this guy. And let's get one more hit. There we go. Alright, so yeah, my weapon was a little bit slow, but the cool thing is that, you know, it had a good reach, because sometimes if you're using just like a sword or something like that, you'll try to attack him, and if you're not hitting those legs, then you're not hitting anything at all. So it's just something to keep in mind. Although this weapon, I guess, is maybe a little bit too slow. Once you defeat him, you can come over here and talk to the rat dude again. And he'll ask you if you want to join. We'll go ahead and join. It's fine. We'll be a rat brother for a minute. Talk to you. And you don't have to. You can do whatever. You be whatever covenant you want to be. I really just don't care. You can offer him details. You can buy whatever stuff you have. And I'm not going to do any of that stuff. What I'm going to do is jump down there, kill this. You know what? Maybe I can get another chunk. Show you guys. This guy is actually pretty decent for chunks. Let's see. No. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna go to the bonfire, and then we're gonna go to the Belfry bonfire. We're gonna warp to the Belfry bonfire once I get to Majula. Actually, yeah. There's a couple things I want to do in this episode, so that'll be probably one of the first things. We'll definitely go to Majula. I might show you something in Majula though first. All right, I'll see you in a moment. Alright, you guys, so here we are in Majula, and two or three things I want to show you. First thing, now at this point, you can talk to this chick, the trader, and she will sell you Titanic Shards for 1,000 apiece. So, it's a little bit more expensive than the blacksmith in there, but he only has a limited amount. She has an unlimited amount, so you know, buy all the ones from the blacksmith if you need some, and then you can, you know, get one for 1,000 from her. And because honestly, farming for those things, yeah, I don't know if I would. Alright, so now we're gonna learn this gesture if you haven't already, and then you can take a look at the items that he's got to sell. The claws could be cool. You know, of course the whip could be, but the notched whip is, you know, clearly better. Bloodied whip, obviously, if you have it. Some cool armor. And definitely want to buy this miniature ladder when you get a chance. But what we're going to do is set up the ladder. You got to have enough money to do it. So, you need 12,000. You need to buy the biggest one, so go ahead and buy that. He gonna go and do it. He'll get off his rear end, make a ladder down the hole. I don't know, man. I guess it's a service, you know, but I don't know. I'm not sure, like, you know, why it is that, like, I have to do that so that everyone inside Majula can, you know, get down there. I don't know. Miniatures. Sure, man. Alright, well, that's basically, now you talk to him, and since you bought that big ladder, now he'll give you the Melu scimitar. Alright, so let's take a look at that real quick. Yeah. Okay, so some people don't like this one for infusions, though. I'll be honest, this is probably one of the better scimitars to infuse. So it already has a low scaling and decent base damage, so that usually is a good indicator that you would probably want to infuse it. I've infused it with dark before, and it's you know, it's pretty decent actually. So you know, if that's what you're trying to do, like maybe with my other character, maybe I would do that. I don't know. We'll see. But now we can just actually slide down this thing. Okay. Now you don't technically have to buy it in order to get down. I mean, I've showed you how to get down before. But we want to get that, you know, I wanted to get that scimitar just because. Plus, you know, it's whatever. Just don't fall off when you get down off of the ladder. And climb up this secondary ladder right here. And since we defeated those giants in the Black Gulch, we got that Forgotten Key. So now we're going to use the Forgotten Key. And we're going to get a couple things. Now, technically, you can come and get this stuff, like, right away. So that's a key. I believe that's a key to get into the Sanctum DLC, possibly. I can't remember which one it is. There's 3 DLCs, and that's one of the keys to get to a DLC. And then there's a few things in here. I think there's like a staff and a spell, soul vortex, which, yeah, you know, it's whatever. And yes, that's right. That's right. The witch tree catalysts. Those actually you can cast like multiple like types of spells with those things. And great lightning spear. So for those of you, you know, who are casting miracles and you want something more powerful than lightning spear, the sooner you can get actually in here, the better. So basically from here, we're gonna just like climb back up the ladder. You can just use a homeward bone and get back up or whatever you want to do. And we're gonna actually go to the gutter because there's another door that we haven't opened that's in the gutter. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, so here we are in the gutter. We're about to go get this, these, I think it's the Havel gear or whatever. If you have, remember how before, if you have a torch, it'll be, you'll attract a bunch of those dudes, those hollows. So just don't have a torch and you won't attract a whole bunch. And honestly, this this great club is like super overkill for all this, honestly. Like there's really no need for me to have this thing equipped right now. So I'm probably just gonna, let me switch this thing out. Yeah, that's kind of overkill. Go ahead and go with the fire longsword here. Alright. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna get the whip actually, because there is a litany of those statues, and so the whip is actually going to be really, matter of fact, actually, the bloodied whip is just a tiny bit longer than the other ones, I think, and that could be very helpful, because these things are like through the wall, they're the door actually, and so like I can actually hit them through the door too, which is what I want to do actually. Alright, I think that might be all that I can open. I am likely going to get poisoned. Looks like they're currently going over my head. Oh shoot. Yep. But I still have the yeah. Alright, I don't need to take down all those. And I'm not going to use a poison moss. Alright. So I've got all the Havel stuff. So if you're into that, if you want to be like a Havel monster or something like that, and you want to, you know, gear up with all the heaviest armor, you know, there you go. All right, you got all that stuff. So next we go to the defeat the upgraded gargoyles, so that we can get that gold serpent ring. All right, let's go do that real quick. All right, you guys. So here we are, and we're about to use this bonfire ascetic. It's got to be at this specific bonfire, which I'm going to go ahead and show you. If I were to travel to it, it'd be the Belfry Luna bonfire, okay? And looks like upper ramparts. And basically, a couple things that I did different with my character. Just, I mean, really it's just because I wanted to increase my poise, my armor poise. And I switched out the craftsman hammer because the you know, the great club is good, but it swings a little bit too slow. So I figured I'd, you know, use this just in case, because I'm gonna want something a little faster. I probably could dump the composite bow, but yeah. So I'm gonna do that. Matter of fact, I might switch back just until the boss fight. But this is what I'll wear during the boss fight. And I'll probably drop the gold serpent ring +1 and switch it out for something else as well. But we'll do that in a moment. First, we gotta upgrade this bonfire. So we are going to burn a bonfire ascetic here. And now, what is done is done. Cannot be undone. It is done. Okay? Alright. And something to note is that there's another Those dogs are obviously back again. The NPC down there is back again, so we'll kill them again and stuff, because there's another dragon tooth down there. So if you want to dual wield the dragon tooth, I mean, you're gonna need a pretty hefty strength. But if that's what you're into, man, like, you could totally do it. You can actually look, you can see the water on the other side. Anyhow, so now we have to go to the servants' quarters. So I'll see you guys in just a moment, okay? Okay, so we are at the servants' quarters, and it is apparent to me that in order to wear the stuff that I really want to wear, I need to increase my vitality. Alright, so let's go ahead and get down here, and we can make our way to the gargoyles. So, as always, we have to, you know, join this covenant for the time being. Unless you want to get invaded and all that. Which we're kind of going to get invaded anyways, but, you know, it's whatever. Okay. Then, come around. Cool thing is that there's some, like, items here, and we'll be able to get those items again. Alright, this guy isn't fazed by me. He's so small, honestly. I think the last time I didn't grab this, so this Skeptic Spice or whatever. I had to go back and get it. Anyhow, yeah, he's so small, man. We're gonna drop down. I don't think that if I use my R2 that I'd be able to attack him. So, like I said before, when you use a bonfire ascetic, those iron boxes, they still are going to be empty. The wooden boxes will actually have stuff in them, actually. So, and we're gonna actually, there's a wooden box that we're gonna be able to get again when we go to the, what's that place called? The Shaded Ruins. Yeah, we'll go to the Shaded Ruins and see if I can get an R2 off. Oh yeah, it looks like I can. Oh my goodness. Okay. I guess I didn't realize there was a barrel there. Alright, so it's whatever. I've got spells, like warmth spell memorized again. So we're good, we're good. Oh my goodness, maybe we're not good actually. Oh no. I should probably use it. Oh my god! This guy's out for me, man. He's trying to get me. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, I'm gonna go up there on my own because I want to make sure the summons, the masterless, whatever his name is, glass coin or whatever it is, I want to make sure that he is going to not be dead, because sometimes you go up there and like all these dudes are up there and they're all rushing you and stuff, and I probably can take them out. I don't know. Maybe you should go summon them. Oh my goodness, man, these guys are coming at me like something fierce. Oh boy, that's not good. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's not good. Let's get them from behind. Look at these little dwarfs, man. I'll tell you, man. What I need to do is kill. Oh no! Oh my god! These guys are going out to get me. I think I might need to go get that backup. Actually, let me go run and go get them real quick. Oh my gosh, man! Alright, let's heal up. Little munchkins, man. Bell keepers. They're like out to get me, man. They're like, get out of here! Look at this guy. He's like camping on top of the ladder. I mean, I'll be honest, man. That's what I would do, honestly. Yeah. Alright, well, we need the rest of those. We definitely need the rest of my Estus flasks, like, for sure. Alright, so I'm gonna use one of those. Let me get this guy. Let me switch my hammer. This hammer ain't really doing it, honestly. I need something a little bit faster. So let's go ahead and switch up to the other one. Where was I at? Here it is. Alright. Let's get that Germ armor. Germ legs. Get rid of that. Yeah. Now we can kind of move a little faster. Now we've got a little bit of dwarf stuff going on. We can come back up here and take these dudes out. Alright. I might even cast Chaos Storm on these dudes. So hopefully I can actually... Hopefully they de-aggroed from the ladder. Oh no, they didn't. These guys are like sitting on top of the ladder. Alright, who else? Whoa, this dude is like... Oh my god, no! I got swarmed by dwarves, man. Alright, well, no problem. Probably shouldn't focus on that, the phantom. I'll go back and, it's a battle now. I should totally wear like some dwarf armor or something like that. Let me see if I got any. It'll be like dwarf on dwarf, actually. Let me go ahead and do that. Do I have dwarf armor? Yes, I do. I'm going to put that. Yeah, there we go. See? I'm going to keep my face, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to put on the stone ring. Because I'm going to stun lock these guys, man. They're going to, like, rue the day they even heard my name. How dare they? These guys are... It's it for them. I'm not holding back anymore. I was, like, holding back on these dudes. Not anymore. No, that's it. Hey, look at that. You got nothing on me, son. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And I'll spawn. I'll go ahead and get my buddy over here too. And I'm gonna two-hand this. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You guys are done for. Y'all are done for. I ain't even gonna take any damage, man. I'm gonna mess these dudes up. I'm gonna mess these dudes up. I ain't even gonna get my souls until all these guys are dead. Oh, I just got hit, actually. Man, they like really pack a punch, man. Holy smokes. There you go. Oh, there's another guy. Dwarves everywhere. And these walls, man. The walls are the true enemy in Dark Souls. Alright, I better make sure my buddy don't die over here. Let's see if I can get a backstab on this dude. Nope. Alright. Alright, well, NG plus, y'all. NG plus. But that's alright. We got this. Let's go ahead and heal up before we get into this boss battle. Nah, dude, wait. Don't use that. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna heal up. Take a minute. Let's see. I am going to put back my Vengarl armor on now that the dwarves have been smote. I'm also, let's see, what else should I put on? Put on the blue tear stone ring and the ring of blades. Yeah. Remember that movie? 1, 2, and 3. Wesley Snipes. Okay. Now, I can't remember if I have to hit this thing again, but I'm going to anyways. Alright. Hell's bells, y'all. That'd be so cool. I should... Oh, man, that'd be cool if I, like, uploaded that when I hit that, so it would actually start, like, the intro to Hell's Bells. Yeah, it doesn't look like I needed to. The door was already open. So I really didn't even need to go up there at all. I just kind of wanted to, or whatever. So I wanted to kill those dwarves. Anyhow, yeah, we're good to go. Like before, you want to make sure that... I could use a resin, actually. You want to make sure that you have... green blossom, let me use that. And... do I have any resins? Yeah, let's use a lightning gold pine resin on this thing. It's a little bit extra damage. And let's do it. Let's get on. Let's get on with it. Alright. So first thing we want to do is... Oh, I totally missed this guy. That's not good at all. Ooh, nice. Alright, we gotta kill this guy quick. Alright, good, good, good. Now we gotta kill this guy quick. Alright, low hit points, and I got a gargoyle after me. Another car, 2 gargoyles. Ooh, it's looking bad. It's not looking good at all. Not looking good at all. Whenever there's 3, it's not good. Alright, now we're down to 2 again, but there's 1 more gonna spawn. Alright. Uh-oh. Ooh, another gargoyle spawning soon. Oh, here he comes. If we can kill one of these guys. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Oh, my God. Look at my health. There's 1 gargoyle. Really low. Alright, sweet. Uh-oh. It's a 2-on-1. Oh, and I ain't got no more lightning. I'm like, oh, no! I think I'm making this more exciting than it actually is. Okay. Stick and move, stick and move. Alright, I've only got 3 Estus flasks. 3 Estus flasks. Oh my God. Uh-oh. Back up, back up. Ooh, man, that move does a lot of damage, man. Alright, mano a mano. Actually, yeah, let's take a breather. Use a life gem. This battle is nearly over. This guy ain't got nothing, man. There it is. Very exciting for me. I don't know about you guys, but man, that was getting crazy. Ooh, doggy. Okay, so got the gold serpent ring +2. I'm gonna go ahead and load that up here on my loadout. And alright, I'll be honest, from here on out, that's probably one of the more difficult bosses. Let's put this something I can wear. Yeah, I can wear that. Let's put that back on. And alright, you can homewood bone out. I'm going to show you how to not do this, because most of the time people will jump down and these dogs will stun lock the heck out of you. So yeah, let me go ahead and put on, yeah, I'll keep this on. But if you have a slow weapon, these dudes are gonna stun lock you. Oh yeah, knocked them out. Normally what happens is, when you're on actual NG plus, you will come over here and open this thing up and they'll both start attacking you and you'll die if you don't know that they're there ahead of time. Alright, so we've got a number of souls, but we are gonna risk it. Normally I would say go back to Majula, so if I were you, just go back to Majula, but I am gonna risk it because I'm feeling a little bit saucy today. I think that that this episode could be a little bit more exciting if I were to put my life on the line yet again. So let's get the composite bow out. And I'm going to not try to do that, actually. Let's see. Looks like... There we go. If I can kill one of them, that would be very good. Alright, I did. I killed one. Now, these guys, you know what happened before. They all swarmed. And these are dogs and NG+, so they're stronger, faster, smarter. They're like the creme de la creme. And here I am about to go ham on these dudes. Alright, first thing I gotta do is... Oh no! Yeah! Light them up, up! Oh, I've only got one more. I'm gonna use that on these guys. Alright. Let's go ahead and pull out my shield. Oh, I totally whipped. Alright. Alright. He's, maybe he'll start to turtle me? I don't know. I want to backstab this guy so bad, actually. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill him with a backstab. Oh, see, he's healing up. If you do it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Alright, we're going to kill him with a backstab, actually. Let's bring him down here so I get some room. Let him get into an attack animation. Yeah. Well, he didn't actually die, though. Oh, I could have totally backstabbed him again. Alright, well. There we go. Okay. So, at this part of the game, honestly, look, for those of you who are watching and following along the whole thing, if you've been doing decently, I mean, let me show you guys something. Because obviously dying is not cool, but I do want to show you this. Look, I've got over 50 human effigies. Dying is trivial at this point in the game. That's like one of the main things about this game that people are like very early on that makes it really difficult, because if you die, then you have to use an effigy and blah 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 blah. But at this point in the game, I've got so many of those things, it honestly doesn't even matter. So at this point, what we're gonna do is go back to Majula and see if we can go over there and do the Lost Sinner or maybe something like that. So I'll be back in a moment. Alright, you guys, so here's the last place we're gonna go to, and that is here at the Sinner's Rise. First thing I gotta do is get to that NG+. Now, honestly, I probably should have said this before I did any of these bonfires. This is all optional stuff. I think it's a good idea because, like, long term, it's gonna be a good thing. But, you know, you don't have to do any of this, you know, bonfire aesthetic stuff. But, you know, I'm going to be getting some cool... I mean, obviously I got the +2 rings for silver and gold serpent. But with this one, what we're going to do is get a soul so that we can get the fire weapon spell. And that's actually what I want for this character. I want fire weapon. So that I can, you know, buff my weapons here with fire stuff. Alright, so that is going to bring back all these dudes. So, you know, there's that. If you want to, you can, you know, totally, you know, farm that guy so he doesn't come back anymore in case you die, so you don't have to worry about it. But, you know, it's whatever. I am going to come back over here and relight my torch, or use a flame butterfly or something. I don't know what I'm going to do. But, yeah, these dudes are a little bit more tough. I totally was underestimating their abilities, you know, but not anymore. Those dwarves, you know, those dwarves, I tell you, man, those dwarves. So, look at this guy. He don't even know. He's like attacking the wall. I ain't attacking the wall, bro. I'm attacking you. You're attacking the wall. Alright. Wonder if I can aggro this guy to me. Oh, he got me. Man, that thing hurt, dude. You see how much damage it does? Oh my god, man. I'm gonna use a life gem. These guys ain't playing, man. Oh my god, dude. And honestly, I have like a 49 vitality now, and these guys are like doing work, man. Oh, he dodged out of the way last second. Alright, so come in here. Careful not to fall down. Yeah, man, these guys are like really working, man. Let me bring this thing up first. And I gotta go get the fire, so common fruit for that poison resistance. Yeah. Alright. That thing is almost up. And honestly, this area is kind of tough. There's a new monster, which coincidentally, this monster in the normal playthrough is only available to defeat. There's only one in the entire NG play cycle, and that is in the Aldea's Keep. And I think if you defeat him, then he doesn't actually respawn. But over here, after you use the Bonfire ascetic on the Sinner's Rise, there's two of them, and they'll continually respawn. And I believe they drop the I want to say it's the malformed shell or something like that. So we'll see. Maybe we can get one of those. That'd be kind of cool, kind of interesting to get that drop. I'm gonna jump off here and get these lacerating knives that I never use, because I just want to have them, you know what I'm saying? Once you get over here, of course you can summon Lucatiel, but don't, because he will for sure die in this little area, and then you kind of want him for the boss fight anyways. I'm gonna put away the torch, and alright, so here's the deal. There's a dilemma here, and the dilemma is that I would like to poison these enemies, but they do a ton of damage. I might be able to cheese them with a whip. Honestly, let me see if I got my whip here. Yeah, let's see. Can I keep that equipped? Yes. Alright, as long as I don't have my bow, I can use the whip. Alright, so, here's the deal. Again, there's that guy. Oh, look at him move, dude! Oh my god, I've never seen that before. This guy is serious, man. I ain't even messing with that. This guy is for real. This guy, he does ton of damage too, man. Ton of damage. Alright, so, let's see if I can't get some bleed effect on this dude. Can I? Yeah, there we go. He actually hit me from over there. Normally they don't. Normally he won't go on top of that because he knows he'll fall in. So he usually don't go onto the lever right there, the little. Oh, there's that bleed. If I got on that thing, this guy would be for sure dead. Alright, so that's the whip for you guys. He does a ton of damage. And the thing is, there's a second one over here. I'm surprised I haven't seen him yet. Alright, well maybe I can kill this guy with a whip too. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna be cautious. I'm on NG Plus over here, you know what I'm saying? This is that NG Plus stuff. And I know there's another dude around here somewhere. I know it. Come on, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Oh, dang, dude. Did you see how much damage that did? Alright, well, I need my Estus Flask, so I'm gonna have to use a life gem. And I do have the regen ring, too. So I'm gonna keep this up in case this dude jumps at me, because I ain't trying to take a ton of damage. But yeah, I got that regen ring. Honestly, it was like the only thing I could have right now. without getting like encumbered or whatever. Put my shield up the last minute, you know what I mean? Hey, you can keep doing that, bro. Oh yeah, he took that. He gonna get that bleed damage here in a second. Actually, I think he did. That was what that was 319 damage was about. Ooh, dang, yeah, 322. Yeah, this whip is really kicking him in the butt. What does he drop? What does he drop? Nothing. Alright, well, you know, like I said, he can drop something particularly special. But, you know, that's alright. Alright, let's kill these dudes. They're like conjoined Siamese twins or whatever. I don't know. And I guess I can't attack diagonal down with a whip for some reason in this game. You know, that'd be like that'd be too OP, man. Too OP. Come on, dude. Are you gonna jump? Yeah. And he's gonna spin. He's stabbing. And he's gonna jump back. Oh, dang, man. He put me in my place with that. It was like a third of my entire hit points with like one attack. Alright, let's switch to the club. Ultimate defense. That actually, wow, surprisingly, it doesn't do like that much more than the whip. I'm very surprised. And I totally missed on that one. I think I want to go back to the whip. This guy's like, man, these guys are so tough. Yeah, let me go back to the whip, actually. I gotta upgrade this puppy. I think I have chunks. I know I have slabs. Man. Oh, and I could put on them gauntlets. Yeah. And the ring. Oh, yeah. I can get that bleed build going on for sure. Oh, my God, bro. Alright, let's not be hasty. Oh, where are you going? Come back. Oh yeah, you see that little red thing? That was the bleed. Ooh. Here it comes, here it comes. Yeah, man, this is doing like considerable amount of damage. I'm surprised, man. And if this thing was like all the way, let me go ahead and put on that ring. Crust of blood. Put on the crust of blood. There you go. Come on, bro. Don't make me attack you through the wall. I wonder if the stone ring would actually stun him. You know, it looked like it maybe would. Yeah, see, he's bleeding like a mother. Let me put that stone ring. Let's see what happens. This is kind of interesting, honestly. But yeah, there's a couple extra dudes in here because it's NG+. Plus, this guy is like so beefy, man. You just gotta take your time when you're doing the NG+ stuff, you know. You just gotta take your time, like, you know, you can't be in no rush. Oh, look at how much damage that was, man. I think I'm fat rolling. That's ill-advisable. Yes, I am. Alright, yes I am. Let's go back to that. Come on, bro. Ooh, I was about to try to get an attack through the wall off. Honestly, whips really are pretty fun because of that. One more attack and this guy is done for. These Siamese twins are not going to be doubling up on anything. Dang, I got that That bleed attack. Man, next time I get back to Majula, I'm ranking that up. That is just too much fun. I had a playthrough where I used like the Kestis and whips, like only, like the entire playthrough. Of course I used like a couple, dabbled in a couple spells, or you know what I mean, but like I think those are just pyromancies to like buff up my my fists and whips and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe a little bit of bow action, but you know, mostly it was the whip, man. I power stance those things. That was a while ago. That was probably a couple years ago. That was it was fun. It must have been really fun, honestly, because that was awesome. Highly advise you to try that out. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this whip on because here, let's do this. Let's go a little lighter. I'm gonna go with composite bow and let's go with the hammer. I was thinking about the sword, but I don't know if the flame sword is gonna be any good here. You know what I mean? Because alright, this dude, I want to shoot him. There we go. Okay, there's another dude right here. He's gonna spawn in. He's a red guy. Normally he ain't there, but because it's NG Plus, you get those surprises. Like I was saying in one of the other videos, when you play this on NG Plus, it's like you're playing like Dark Souls 2, but like a whole nother kind of version. Like some of the stuff is the same, but some of the stuff is different. Like there's already been a number of enemies in here that aren't in here normally, you know? So it's pretty cool, man. In order to get the platinum, you have to go through and beat the game on like NG. Well, you don't actually have to beat the game on NG++. Like if you miss something, then maybe you would, but you have to talk to Chancellor Welliger in NG++, or I think there's another way you can get some of these items. And yeah, I went through the game a couple times, and it's pretty cool, man, because there's variation to the game. Every time you play it is a little bit more varied, and you'll have different monsters in different locations and stuff. I'm pretty sure there's a monster. There we go. There we go. Looks like I need to buy some more arrows because I'm running thin. Now I very well might. There's a couple enemies that I might want to use a bonfire aesthetic. Bosses that I might want to use a bonfire aesthetic for, and you let me know if you want to see me defeat the Executioner's Chariot, because he gives you the Corinthy Ring +2, and I think I'd like that, actually. I think I'd like to have that. That'd be pretty good. The other one that I'm kind of up in the air about is the Skeleton Lords, because when you beat the Skeleton Lords in NG++, or NG+, when you use the bonfire aesthetic or whatever, then you can get the clear Bluestone Ring for, you know, casting spells faster. Now this guy wouldn't necessarily want it, but my caster build would probably, it'd be really good to have, you know, especially when I'm fighting bosses and stuff like that. Like, that'd be pretty nice. Alright, so let's put the stone ring on. See if I can stun this guy a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, come on, boys. I'm gonna two-hand this guy. Oh my god, look how much damage he just did. It's like some craziness, man. Get out of the way, bro. Yeah. Gotta heal up a little bit. Yeah, man. Oh, so yeah, he might have dropped something good. Oh, man. Nothing good. Nothing good. Alright, let's heal everyone up. Everyone's a little bit low at this point. Now, Sellsword Luet, he kind of sucks, man. Honestly, yeah, he does. Lucatiel is pretty good, though. Alright, so here's the deal. In this next area, there are some of those red, I don't know what they are, like ogres or something. I don't know what they are. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I gotta go all the way back to get that. How many flame butterflies do I have? $23. Alright, I'll just use one of those. Forget it. Yeah, at this point in the game, yeah, I kind of got resources I can use. Homer Bones, Butterfly, I mean, you know, whatever. It's whatever, man. These guys, oh my goodness, man, they're such a pain. Honestly, I'm gonna use the whip because my summons will just run in front of me, and this is a narrow walkway, so let's make sure that I have the ring on. Alright, so we're good on that guy. Let me get this thing. We're gonna light that up so that we can see inside there. But we gotta get this guy too. Uh-oh. No, I just fell. Alright, hopefully my summons don't die. That would be very unfortunate. I just don't want it to cast one of those spells in front like that. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna run down there and get this. Okay, now here's the deal. There's a very real possibility that on this narrow ledge, one of my summons falls off. Like, I know the last time we did this, I was like, yeah, man, one of those summons might fall off. Like, for real, though. For real. It really, really could happen. And I actually don't want to run on this thing because of my controller. Alright, they made it. Sweet. Alright, the main one is Lucatiel. If Lucatiel is alive, then we're all good. But problem with the fighting the Lost Sinner on NG Plus and NG Plus Plus and all that stuff is that he has a couple dudes with him. Like, you bring a couple dudes, he's like, I'm gonna bring a couple dudes. Last time you brought a couple dudes. So he's trying to, like, you know, even it out. You know what I'm saying? So he's got a couple pyromancer buddies that he's gonna, like, you know, call in. You know, it's gonna be like a rumble. It's gonna be our dudes versus his dudes. Alright, so we don't need to torch anymore. And I'm going to heal everyone up. And honestly, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna do. Yeah, I am gonna do that. Let's see. Do I have the Chandler's Trident? Do I have it? No way, man. I don't have it. Alright, well, if you have the Chandler's Trident, use it right before you get into the boss fight, and you'll get like 30 seconds of a buff for all your guys. And I think it's like an attack buff or whatever. So that would have been super duper cool. Alright, but what I am gonna do, I'm gonna mess with this guy, actually. Let's see. I want Ring of Blades, and instead of that one, I'm going to put on Ricard Rapier. You can get him to bleed. I'm gonna get rid of that. Do I want the Craftsman's Hammer? I think I don't. I kind of want that reach. But, you know, can I afford it? Can I afford it? Can I afford it? Nah, it'll put me just over. I need a little bit more, you know what? Maybe if I have a different ring on, actually. I could put on the blue tier stone ring. Then could I keep it on? Yeah. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna open with is let me get this right here. Flash sweat. I'm gonna keep Chaos Storm handy. I'm gonna go in there, poison this dude. He's gonna bring in his dude when he's like close to halfway. I think it's a little bit before halfway. When you get him down to about halfway. I think it's like 75%. He's gonna charge me. Ah, if I could hit him, man. He's almost poisoned, honestly. Wait for him to move again. There we go. Alright. Yeah, he's poisoned now. He's taking damage. Alright, let me switch up. Heal up. And this dude is ready to summon his guys. Yeah, here they come. Definitely gotta kill them. This guy is gonna be mad that I killed this guy though. He's gonna probably start to try to attack me. Alright, cool. See, I told you, man. Oh my god. Alright. I ain't gonna mess with the poison. I do way too much damage with this club to do that. And basically just wait till he gets through his maneuvers. Keep your shield up. Uh-oh. I'm gonna juice up a little bit. Oh. Yeah, how you like that, son? They call this the witch. Oh, dang, bro. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to play defense for a second. I gotta heal up because Lucatail is about to die, and I definitely don't want to be halfway when this dude. Oh, Lucatail didn't even die. Alright, so now here's the cool thing. I'm gonna take the old witch soul, and I'm going to go to Strayed Lapis. I think he's the one that can give me the flame weapon spell. And by the way, this is still empty, so you guys can see that it's still empty. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, yeah. And then I can actually have that spell. I probably won't have flash sweat unless I need it, and then I'll just have flame weapon. So that, and I think I can cast it like 4 or 5 times or something like that. And it does, I think, an extra like 50 or so damage. And you know, when I put it on my longsword though, that's gonna do even more damage. So let's actually go over there real quick right now before we do anything else. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty interesting, man. I like having that flame weapon. Put that on. I'll have to increase the number of flame infusioned weapons that I have, so that I can make more out of this flame weapon spell. I'm probably gonna do the same for my other character because I get a little bit extra flame attack damage for having better intelligence and faith. But let's go ahead and trade this soul. You can get different things from this guy, from the Lost Sinner. You can get Chaos Blade. So if you're looking for the Chaos Blade, it's a really good weapon. But this is what I wanted. You know what I mean? This is what I'm doing. Alright, so this is probably going to conclude this one. Thank you guys for watching. It's probably one of the longest ones. If you're here at the end, just want you to know, really appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how long you stayed on this one. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.